Okay, so we're good. All right, go ahead.
Okay, being 7 o'clock on November 1st, 2022, I'd like to open the meeting for the Bellingham Board of Health. Myself, Vin Forty, Chairman, Vice Chair Trish LeClaire, Member Mike Hennessy, Agent Bruce Wilson, Minutes Clerk Laura Renaud, and I don't think Robbie's on tonight. Right?
Robbie won't be with us tonight.
Okay.
He's in quarantine right now.
Okay, so first order of business is the minutes to be approved from October 27th, 2022. Anybody have any changes, comments?
Not I.
Okay,
No, I'm good.
have a motion to accept them.
So I'd like to make a motion to approve our minutes from our last meeting.
Okay.
I second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, so carried. Thanks. Okay, next item is new business. The only thing I noticed in one of our emails to the Board of Health was 2023, you correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, I don't know if it's still the season for it. 2023 new equipment, capital improvements. Capital improvements are anything over 50,000. So Bruce, how's your truck, your SUV running?
They put it back together again.
Okay, fine. So we won't be buying a new SUV for 50,000. Okay. Anybody else have anything you want to spend 50,000 or more? Anyway, whatever. Okay, I'll take it as a no. Okay, next, anything else on new business? Anybody? Bruce?
Not really.
Okay, old business. I don't think we have anything in old business. We can pick up stuff on health agent updates later. We have any old business anybody needs to address? Now's the time, I guess. Okay. Third item, fourth item is tobacco agent updates. The tobacco regulation, I guess we have to go in and sign it, everybody?
We haven't received it back from town council yet, so
Okay.
I'll keep you posted, I guess. I mean, you just gotta come in and sign it, well, you already approved it, right?
Yeah, send us an email or give us a yell once it's ready to be signed.
I don't know what's holding it up and stuff.
Okay, we have nothing from food inspector and tobacco, so we're going on to correspondence. We don't have any correspondence. Well, we have a couple of things that was on the old agenda, excuse me, between the last meeting and this one. I guess again, where Kelly lives, trash at Old Elm Street and Bellstone. Did we ever?
Yeah, they picked that up, Vinny.
Okay.
A lot of the times, I don't know where it's coming from, but they're putting it out there, and most of the time the trash truck picks it up.
Okay.
I'll keep more of an eye on it because I go right by it every morning.
Yeah, that's gonna say, yeah. Keep an eye on that because I noticed a comment from
the DPW.
Barbara,
go down and
DPW, yeah. And Jesse said it has been a problem in the past several times. Anyway, for a past member to point out that trash gets set out there.
But while we're on trash, the new regulations for textiles is in effect now. So I imagine we're probably going to start to see a lot more mattresses dropped off, but we don't want to see them.
Yeah. There was one, I called it in, was a mattress. I'm trying to figure the street. I think it was over near Lake Street and Cross. But someone called me, an old time friend from Cross Street, and she said, Vinny.
The people are supposed to call, I think they're supposed to call Harvey, and they can do a pickup, and they'll take it over to the recycle center there. And I believe the first one is free, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. The first one is free. But what I'm saying is that's for people doing it the right way. But this one here was something dumped. I think it was a mattress. It was dumped over at Cross Street and Lake Street. So this lady let me know, and I called Monday morning, and I think it was either Barbara or the other lady said, yeah, we already got a call, because I told the person, instead of giving it to me, just call DPW, and I gave her a number. She said, oh, I have it. So she called, so it got picked up, but I verified that.
All the people that have those bins are going to start to see their bins fill up quicker too, because you're not going to be able to trash.
And I have not gotten on, well, that was the other case about the trash at Old Elm. somebody in the DPW wanted to know if we called the Bellingham police. I said, well, you know, we normally wouldn't call if we don't know who dumped it. If we have a registration, then we'll call. I'm not putting my camera there right now. So anyway, the other item that I had on, I guess, correspondence was, you went out to 34 Lakeshore Drive. I guess there was a hookup for Indian Run, and when they were digging by the property, they noticed. So what was the tank problem? Was it breaking a tank or?
The water line was right next to the septic tank, and the septic tank had a small leak in it where the pipe goes in where it was cemented. So they're gonna have to do a little bit of repair to the tank, but they're gonna have to relocate the water. I'll circle back and check with Jesse to see if they've come up with a solution where they can run that, because it's coming up through private property. Unless they can do something on what the heck's the name of that street there?
Indian Run?
Indian Run, yeah, if they can get a tie in here, because they didn't run the water all the way through because of ledge, so they may have to extend what's there a little bit and deal with some ledge at the road in order to get a service off of there, or whether they can come through somebody else's lot down below.
Yeah, because it shouldn't have been that close to a septic anyway, right?
There's no
way too close. Way too close.
It's right there. It's right on it.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we got that taken care of. Okay. Next thing was the food grading system. I guess Robbie's not here, so we'll just let that go. That was goals.
Yeah.
And then
he's still working on something with that.
Okay. And then the DPH intern search. Laura sent me something. I did respond back, Laura, a little late, but go for it. And while Bruce was at training this weekend or a couple of days ago,
I've got a contact person that I'm just going to follow through. I sat with them at lunch for a good half an hour and picked the girls' brains and stuff. And it looks like it's going to be like a two-part process. One of the first would be, doing some collection and information research, and then somebody would have to take it on the next level, probably a second intern to do more of a study with the information that's collected. But
yeah,
I did get some nice handouts and stuff that we can work with, and then I got to compare them. It may be the handouts that Laura have are very similar to the ones I have. It just might be that we both collected them from different sources.
Yeah,
but it's a good start towards that goal we want to try to do there.
Yeah, I just know about a year ago when I was trying to get things together, the application period had expired. So
yeah, see, the application period, we're still a little ahead of the game. We wouldn't be able to do something with it until a little bit later in the year.
Yeah, it'd probably be 2023, either spring or the fall semester of 2023. Anyway, okay.
And then
let's approach both sources of that. And now we can figure out, once we get this thing going, as to what we want to do, how far back we want to go. And that's where the person picking up the information will do like family searches, because the person that passed away is no longer going to be able to help us. We need to find out all we can about, where they worked, were they a Vietnam veteran, exposed to Agent Orange, because that's clearly a leading cause of brain cancer in 65 to 75-year-old males. So we don't have to, if it's brain cancer in a female, it didn't come from Agent Orange, but it could have come from something else. Someone made a comment, and I'll throw it out there, but I'm going to say, I believe we're still protected to the year 2025, that the power plants we have, when they were operating, whether they're full capacity or not full capacity, all of them were going to a California standard of EPA regulations and California standards to the year 2025. So I think we can worry about our power plants in the end of 2024, because I believe they're what they call the catalytic converters, or the scrubbers they have, are capable of removing almost everything. The thing you see, the plume, is simply water vapor, because you're sending hot gas up there.
It's usually steam. I've got the power plant right behind me, Vinny, and you can tell.
Yeah.
On the very cold days, you see the big plumes from the steam being.
Right, but if they didn't have a standard governing it, then it could emit pollution, depending on what they're burning for fuel. Most of them are still natural gas fired. The backup would be oil in case there was a failure to get natural gas, which we may all find out this winter, natural gas and oil are going to be getting, how do I say it? Not so much you can't pay for it, you can't get it. A supply issue, another supply issue. Anyway, I'm not gonna go there, I'll leave it alone. Okay, so next item was health agent updates on 740 Pulaski Boulevard condemnation.
As I mentioned in the last meeting, he did not accept the certified mail, but he did get the regular mail. I've gone by a number of times. He's kind of slow, but he has made some progress in the picking up and stuff. It's tough to be able to see in the back, but he had quite a few unregistered vehicles there.
Okay.
I think Tim and I were going to go over and take a look and try and catch him. We've got
Yeah,
we've got the neighbor next door watching, and
right.
he's gonna reach out to us if he sees him there so we can come out.
Right. By the way, that's not the owner's automobiles. It's LAV, LAV Automotive out of Uxbridge. He
Right.
moved.
Most of
I
them-
have his phone number, so I will dump you his phone number.
Okay,
I'm surprised he hasn't moved those vehicles because some of them are, I call them old classics. They could be worth something if someone's gonna leave them there, you know, whatever. Anyway,
there's fewer there, so I mean, he's made an attempt.
so he's got to get that cleaned up. He even said, was it, he was gonna have it 3 days after I went there cleaned up. Well, that didn't happen. Anyway, the next item is the Charles complaint status. Have
All right,
you gone up there and,
I went over there and I walked the entire premises with Rick. The dumpsters are in order. Rick has put up some stockade fencing to keep people from putting debris behind the trash compactor. He's got a little bit of debris behind the trash compactor that he's working on as
Okay.
they fill the construction dumpsters. So he puts a little bit in each time. They
Okay.
do have 2 construction dumpsters on site instead of the one right out in the main area there.
okay,
Where they're in the process of upgrading the units as they become empty. The cardboard seems to be well serviced. I know when it gets overfilled, that Rick will make an attempt to take it and either put it in one of the construction dumpsters or cut it up and push it through the compactor. So vast improvements since, you know, the trouble we had, I don't know, what was it, 6-8 months ago?
yeah, close to a year plus. So we don't have to fine them this time. They're getting,
No, everything.
Okay. Fine.
The new property management.
What
guy-
about the, you know, the tenant was complaining about when they're doing the renovations, they're blocking fire doors, they're blocking ingress and egress.
Yeah, when I was there.
It's
everything-
okay,
Everything was in order, so I might have been a temporary thing to get
okay,
them down, because there is no elevators in the building.
right,
So it's not so easy for one guy to carry, washer,
Yeah.
stove down by himself.
okay, so, okay, one other thing, Trish, you had mentioned about, COVID cases, I guess. We got the total as of, 10/14/2022. And that's coming from the VNA now, right?
Right, that's coming from the VNA.
Okay.
I had spoken to Ann, there was one, for some reason, her email didn't go out, so we missed one, but she did get the latest, and updated it and out, so we have it. And it's-
So is that every week that we're supposed to get that?
Yeah, she usually sends it out on Thursdays.
Okay.
And I've been forwarding it to her, but she's gonna put in the chain, the Board of Health link and then the select board link. So those people that are on that list should get it at the same time I get it to look at.
Okay, so
Um,
we have 10, sorry, go
So-
ahead, Trish.
Because the last one that we got was still from you, Bruce.
Yeah, no, I had called her and sent her out
Right.
right away. I had her send it to me, but going forward, she's gonna, use the Board of Health email. And Laura and I had that updated so that Mike was added to the list. So when an email comes in as Board of Health, it should go to all 3 of you guys.
Okay, because the other thing too is we're on 10/14, that means 10/21, 10/28, and this Thursday will be what, November, I don't know,
This Thursday will be what, the 4th?
third, right, third. So we need to get those, how do I say it, the last two, and if not the last two, at least the last October one, and certainly we need to get this Thursday sent to us. So
When
let me
you-
ask a quick question.
The
When
one
you
she
see
sent out
14
was
deaths,
through to the 20th.
when you see 14 deaths, that was the 13 from way back during the pandemic, and then
But
one more.
that 14's been a steady number right along.
Okay, so that's the old number,
Yeah.
maybe plus one. Okay, got it. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I was gonna say like,
We haven't had any new deaths in quite a while.
okay, fine. So the other thing too is there's a lot of news now. I don't know if it's affecting just kids or older people and young people. The
There's another
RSV,
respiratory thing going around.
the respiratory, whatever. Trish, you might know the name of that better. But anyway, it's a respiratory virus that's now migrating through, taking advantage of the flu and COVID, I guess. So it's a three-phase, three-phase, we call it flu season of disease. We're gonna see the RSV, the flu, and COVID. So I guess if you got the flu vaccine and you get your COVID booster, you don't worry about RSV because I don't think, is it part of it? Do you know, Trish, if it's part of it, one of them or not?
Well, RSV is, I mean, you find that more in children.
Children,
but-
okay, fine.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's not
fine.
that you can't get an upper respiratory infection from, as an adult. Of course you can.
Sure,
Obviously getting vaccine, those vaccines can help
right.
with symptoms, but of upper respiratory stuff, but it would have to be from that particular virus. So if you're going to get a flu vaccine, you could still get an upper respiratory infection, but it most likely will not be RSV.
Okay.
Just be
got it.
regular URI.
Okay, so it's more like, it's more like younger kids are getting it. Now, they're getting it at school, they're getting it when they go to the hospital. No, I assume they're presenting when they get to the hospital. So they're either getting it, I don't know, not sure. So it's different than
it's
the
that
upper
time of
respiratory.
year. It's that time of year, Vinny, where you're gonna see,
Okay,
an increase in that. So
okay,
it's not really unusual.
okay, it's an opportunistic situation, right?
Speaking
Yeah.
of flu, at our clinic, we had 50 flu shots that were administered.
Okay, great. Because I think we usually figure 50, so we did 52. Great. Okay, I got mine. It went very well. The VNA was better than the last person we had last year from Walgreens, which I was going to say wasn't a real nurse. It was probably a pharmacist, and I don't know. She needs to go back to pharmacy 101 or phlebotomy 101. Anyway, but that's it.
So skinny,
on a
how
new
many arms
page.
are yours, Vinny? You got to get a little meat on you.
No, it was like, I don't know. This year was perfect, and that was it. Okay.
Yeah, the person administering was very good with shots.
Yeah, I mean, there were two of them, and both of them were nurses, so they did a nice job.
And he
Let's put it
sat in
that
one
way.
chair and I sat in the other. We both got to watch each other win.
Yeah, so I guess the next item is bills. Okay, I'll read them off here.
Just have the one from Home Depot.
Yep, we have Home Depot bill for batteries, 20 packs, 3 of them. Total is $53.61. So can I have a motion to accept that?
Motion to approve Home Depot, $53.61.
Okay.
I second that.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, so carried. Okay, great. Our next item is a betterment bill from ADC and David Grillo of 35 Farm Street. The bill was for $26,495 for, the complete system read from start to finish. So,
All right,
Motion.
I second. I mean,
Yeah.
motion to approve.
I second.
okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Aye.
abstained, so carried. Okay, thank you.
Speaking of betterments, they did put into the account that last 150,000.
Okay, great. So, people will get paid. And by the way, when is our town meeting?
coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up, November, whatever it is. Find that out, because obviously I've got to be there. If you want to be there, Trish, and Mike, be my guest. We have a septic loan thing for 300 or 350,000, whatever it is. So I will have to present that. Hopefully it's not the last thing of the night, but that's okay. I can stay up if I have to.
I turn into a pumpkin at 9.
Oh, okay, well, well, that was only on Halloween, Mike, right?
No, it's 365 days a year.
Oh, okay. Geez. I won't ask how you got afflicted with that, but that's okay. Another case.
Come
Too
on,
far.
Vinny. You were in the service. You know we can fall asleep anywhere under any
Oh,
circumstance.
yeah, that's true. Okay, that thing. I got it. You're right. I got it. Okay, yeah.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
that's everything on the agenda. Our
It
next-
is.
Our next meeting
Motion.
is on the 15th.
Okay.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
I second that.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained,
Good
so
night.
carried. Hey, have a good
Have a
evening,
good night.
guys.
See you later.
Good night.
You too. Good job.